So today I'm very excited to be showing off a brand new TCL tablet. This is the TCL Note A1 NXTPAPER. And this is a tablet meant for note taking, and it's really meant to get you away from the distractions. So you might be wondering what it's like to use it, and you might even wonder about the unboxing experience and what this tablet brings to the table. Well, I'm gonna go over all of these things in this showcase. So with all that being said, let's get right into it and let's check out this new TCL tablet. So this tablet is very unique because it's not a traditional Android tablet with access to the Google Play Store and a whole bunch of apps and a whole bunch of distractions. TCL really wanted to bring something different to the table here, and in a lot of ways they are trying to improve the experience over a lot of competitors that are making these note-taking tablets. I'm talking about Remarkable or Amazon or other companies that are trying to give you a tablet with a distraction-free experience. A lot of those tablets use e-ink displays with a lot of ghosting and a lot of lag, and TCL wanted to give you a similar experience, not with the lag or the ghosting, but they wanted to give you a lot of benefits that you get from a e-ink display. They wanted to give you a screen with good certifications, a screen that is very good on your eyes, a screen without a bunch of reflections that really distract, and they wanted to give you a paper-like experience whenever you are using a stylus. So they want you to be able to take notes, they want you to be able to have a really good keyboard cover without all the ghosting and all the lag that you get from other competitors. And I was very grateful whenever TCL wanted to partner with me to show this off, because it is very good to me to get away from distractions. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, because I cover so much technology and so many phones that have all of these social media apps that are just calling my name 24/7, and sometimes I just need to get some work done. Sometimes I need to get creative, I need to just take notes and brainstorm, and sometimes I need to get some good typing done and type out some good notes. So all of those things really point me to this tablet, and there's a lot that I really do like about it. Now I do want to say this tablet, at least as of the day I'm making this video, it's not up for sale in the traditional way. TCL brought this out to the market through a Kickstarter campaign, and they really wanted to garner some interest there, and there is a lot of interest in this tablet. So there's a few different accessories that you'll get depending on which Kickstarter campaign you support. And if you watch this video a little bit later down the line, who knows, you might actually see this tablet in some stores, or you might be able to buy it online from some other places. But this TCL tablet, it actually does, if you look at the box, it does come with a stylus, which is really awesome. This is a great stylus experience. It's called the T Pen Pro, and I love the texture on the sides of the stylus, and I am telling you, it is a really nice package here with the tablet and the stylus. Inside the box, you'll also see different pen tips, so you can actually unscrew these if you just want to unscrew it out and put a new pen tip in. So it is very easy if you actually want to replace those. And on the stylus itself, one thing you'll notice is the top of it, it basically acts like an eraser. So overall, this is a pretty good stylus, and we'll talk a little more about it in a moment. But beyond the stylus and the pen tips, and of course you've got a charging cable or the manual, all that stuff, you are going to see the tablet itself. The TCL Note A1 NXTPAPER, it is beyond thin. It feels super lightweight, and that's one thing that I really do love about it. And there are some accessories that you could actually pair with it. There is the keyboard cover, for example. That is another thing that I did get. And the keyboard cover allows you to use this tablet in two different positions. You could use it, of course, as a traditional keyboard cover. It'll be very similar to something like the slim keyboard cover from Samsung, to where you could just type away on it, no problem. It's a really nice, good keyboard experience, and I really did enjoy the typing. I did enjoy little things like the keyboard travel. It's been a nice keyboard overall. But once you actually get it in position to use it as a keyboard, you need to know, if you don't want to use the keyboard anymore, you could actually fold the tablet flat, where you could use it like a traditional tablet. And that's really cool that you can actually use the keyboard case in those multiple positions. And there's another little flap that it does come with, and it comes with that so it could cover up your screen. So the keyboard cover is a great way to continue to get productive on this. If you are wanting to type out a lot of notes, it's going going to be great and it's going to add to the experience. And of course, it does actually cover up your stylus. So if you are trying to protect the stylus on your device, the stylus does magnetize to the top of the tablet. And then whenever you're closing up the keyboard cover, it will actually close over the stylus. So it is protected whenever you do travel around. Now, if you don't want a keyboard cover, maybe you're just wanting to use this for note-taking alone without typing stuff out, there is another accessory that TCL does have for it. It is a flip case, and this flip case is extremely thin, and it does allow you to travel around with a very light tablet in a very thin case, and that is a very big deal for people who are just trying to take notes. Now, depending on how you contribute in the Kickstarter campaign, or where you buy this at, of course, it all depends on that as far as what accessories you are going to get, so just keep an eye out whenever you are looking to purchase this device. But I just have to talk about this tablet, because once you actually get past the unboxing and use it for yourself, it's very, very impressive. Now, you do have to keep your expectations in check. This is not a typical Android tablet. So if you look at the apps, you aren't going to see the Google Play Store. It's going to have a few apps that are meant for productivity. So you do have OneNote, you do have Microsoft Edge, so there is at least an internet browser on here. And you have Outlook and WPS Office, so you have some apps that are meant to help you get work done, but there's not a whole lot here as far as apps, and that is for a very good reason. If you're trying to get some typing done, if you're trying to take notes, you don't want a lot of apps that are going to create distractions. You might just want to take some good notes, get some good stuff done. Maybe you want to write a book, you want to write an article, you want to use this for college. This is going to be a great way to take notes during college and focus on your work, focus on your studying without all of that other noise getting in the way. But if you're wanting to use this to put on a bunch of podcasts and you want to put on YouTube, technically you could use YouTube on this. You can go to Microsoft Edge and open up YouTube, and it does work just fine. Yes, you can go to whatever you want in Microsoft Edge, but it's not going to be quite as good of an experience as it would be just using an app like YouTube by itself. And again, that is a good thing for people who want to avoid the distractions. When I'm picking up this tablet, I'm not picking it up just so I could watch YouTube. I'm not picking up this tablet so I could go scroll social media, because that's not even an option unless I go to the web browser anyway. I pick up this tablet so I could get away from the social media, so I could get away from the noise and just focus on taking notes. This allows me to focus on creativity. It allows me to draw and have a very good experience where it's very good for my eyes. I don't have to worry about wearing out my eyes looking at a very bright AMOLED screen with all types of PWM dimming issues, or I don't have to worry about getting an e-ink tablet that is going to have all types of ghosting or lag. So if you do look at this tablet itself, you're going to see it's nice because it does have a fingerprint sensor, and that is directly on the front of the tablet. You also have speakers, of course, on the sides of the tablet, and a USB-C port on the right side. And there's a power button on the left side of the tablet. But once you get into the tablet, and once you use it for yourself, you're going to see it starts off in a note-taking space. There is a to-do list there, there's an inspiration space, and then there's a place for all of your notes on the bottom. So if I'm drawing, for example, and you have to remember, I am awful at drawing. I'm able to draw with this stylus, and remember, this stylus is very, very nice. When you look at the level of pressure sensitivity, it's at 8,192. It is very low latency, it's very responsive, but my drawings are pretty terrible, okay? But if you are drawing something that's way better than what I'm drawing because I'm awful at art, you could actually press the button on the side of the stylus and then you circle, and whenever you do that, it will add that to your inspiration space. So if you are drawing, maybe you're taking notes, and there's something you want to remember, this is super important. I want to put this in my inspiration space so I have inspiration later. Maybe you're a college student and you want to make sure to circle the most important notes or the most important questions that you need to go over later. Then you just press that button and circle it, and then if you go back to your home screen by tapping on that home button, you're going to be able to see that in your inspiration space. And I think that is really, really cool if you are just trying to focus on studying or just focus on whatever you're trying to brainstorm up. And whenever I'm using this, whether it is for drawing or taking notes, I'm telling you the display here It's not like traditional e-ink, but it's still been so good for my eyes. It's got that TÜV Rheinland display technology certification, okay? So that certification is just simply saying that it's gonna be very, very pleasant to the eyes. And it's gonna be better than a lot of other technologies out there that hurt your eyes as you're using the screen. A lot of screens out there will give you headaches, but using this when I'm taking notes has been so, so good. And even when I'm watching stuff, which I don't often do on here, again, it still looks good because this does have color, it does have that 120 hertz refresh rate, but it also has the anti-reflective qualities that I would really like in a display. So there's not a lot of distractions with different reflections, and I don't have to deal with the ghosting, but I still get something that's very nice and pleasant to look at. And when I'm taking notes, this is very handy. Let's say you are in a college class, for example, and you're trying to listen to your professor, but maybe they're going so fast and you just want to take notes. What do you do? Well, technically, you could just hold down the power button and it will start recording automatically. It will do a voice recording, which is really nice, so that you could listen back to that lecture later. Now, there is also a button you could use at the very bottom if you scroll down a little bit, where you could click to start transcription. And then it will transcribe the whole thing, and then you could copy and paste it into your notes. So that is a massive thing if you are trying to really listen to something. Maybe for yourself, you like to talk out loud and talk out some stuff that you're working through. You could easily transcribe it, and I am telling you, the transcription, it might not be perfect in every single situation, but I am telling you, it is very, very accurate. Now, I know AI is a hot topic where some people love it and some people hate it, but it is really, really useful here if you are trying to write something out. If you are trying to write out an outline and maybe you're trying to write out some important notes and you don't know what to say, you could just describe whatever you want to write, and then when you click that button, it's going to give you that full outline. It's going to help you even if you need to rewrite something. Maybe you need to simplify something out that you're writing. You're going to be able to do that on this tablet, and that is going to allow you to stay focused on what you want to stay focused on. So overall, this is a really great competitor to other note-taking tablets, but it's not a traditional Android tablet. You might be wondering about reading books on here, for example. You could read books through like a PDF, for example, if you loaded up some PDFs on here. Another thing you can do is sideload Android applications. The software here is based on Android. So if you want to sideload Android apps, that is definitely something you could do. And I know the Kindle app, for example, does work whenever you sideload it. Now, of course, you have to be careful whenever you're sideloading applications. Make sure to get one safely from a trusted source. But whenever I did get the Kindle app, I was able to get it running no problem. So that means I can use this for reading, and that can really cause me to think about things. And then I can take notes, and I can actually transcribe things I'm taking notes on. I can actually use my stylus to take notes and really get productive, and I can put my phone to the side and get some good work done. That's what this tablet is really for. It's honestly quite refreshing to me because I haven't been using a lot of these note-taking tablets. I've really been stuck on Android tablets, and I love Android tablets because they are so great. In fact, I did review the TCL NXTPAPER tablet that they have out there at Walmart, and that is a very good value if you want similar technology. There's a lot of really good technology in that tablet that allows you to actually get work done, and you could do it on an Android tablet with all the apps you want, right? So there are other options out there if you do want the full Android experience. But this tablet isn't about that. It's about getting you away from the full experience, getting you away from the distractions, and giving you a lot for your money. Like if you look at the specs, you're getting 256 gigabytes of storage here. So you could fit a lot of audio recordings on there. You could fit a lot of PDF books. But if you compare the specs here with a lot of the competition, this is going to really stand out, and they're giving you a lot of really good hardware for your money compared to other competitors in the note-taking space. So overall, I think this tablet is very good for people who want something good for note-taking and just for getting productive, but it is a little bit limited in its scope for what it can do. And that's not a bad thing. If you're someone that needs a little bit more outside of those limitations, sure, there are some good options out there. But this tablet is meant to limit you. It's meant to be a little more limited and be for people who want to get good productive work done in a limited space, but also a space that allows you to get creative without all of the distractions. So it depends on who you are as far as if you're going to love this tablet or not, but I think it's a great competitor for a lot of those other e-ink tablets that are out there, or a lot of those note-taking tablets, and I would say it's actually going to be one of the best, if not the best in the entire space. Because it does have that 120 Hz screen, it has a lot of great certifications that just show that it's going to be great for your eyes. It is very good for note-taking. I have had a great experience with it, and using the stylus, I am telling you, using that stylus, it does allow me to actually take things and put it in my inspiration space. And on the back of the stylus, or on the top of it, it does have that eraser. So if you use it on your screen, you could easily erase things. Whenever I'm drawing, it does feel like I'm writing on paper. There is so much to like with the paper-like feel of the screen, using a good keyboard cover, being able to use it and use it in different scenarios if I'm trying to get productive. It's not perfect, and like I said, there are some limitations, but overall, I think it's great for people who are trying to embrace those limitations. It's great for people who want to get away from the noise, and for people who just want to focus on their work. So again, if you are interested in this, feel free to check out the Kickstarter campaign for this. I am going to have a link in the description, and I am very grateful that TCL did send this out to me, and I'm grateful that they were able to partner with me on this video so that I could really show it off for you and just showcase the best of what it can do. So if you did like this video, please give me a like and give me a sub. That would mean a ton to my channel. A lot of you should know I cover tablets like all of the time. I cover all types of Android tablets, and I just cover a lot of unique technology. If you are interested in that type of thing, please give this video a like and give me a sub. That would mean a ton to my channel. Another thing you could do is check out some other videos if you get a little bit of time. Thank you again for watching this video. I really hope you have a great day, and no matter what you're going through in life, I hope you could have a tremendous week.